Okay, today this is going to be important, okay? Not that it hasn't been important already, but the more that we do these, the more that we can add into it, okay? So today we are starting on section 1.5, which is Algebraic Expressions. This is an expression. An expression includes mathematical operations, like division, subtraction, addition, multiplication, and numbers, or variables. What it doesn't have is an equal sign. So if you do not see an equal sign, it is called an expression. If you see an equal sign, what do you think it's called? An equation. Expression, equation. This is an expression because it does not have an equal sign. Do you have gum? May I have a piece? You can say no. Oh, you're the man. Nobody on the video look at this because I don't think we're allowed to have gum in classes. Shh. Thank you. I appreciate it. My breath smells like coffee. I can taste it. So, let me tell you how I'm feeling. I know this is completely off topic and we haven't gotten there. But I've got 3 of you and I love you guys, so I want you to know how I'm doing. You're part of my family. I'm drained. I'm tired. So this is day number 3 that my wife's been in Paris. And kiddos are missing mom. So it's been a long couple nights, a lot of crying, a lot of sad, a lot of snuggling, a lot of it's all rights. But more than that, and you probably don't remember this because you guys are all teenagers now. Yeah? Is their emotions are like this. 1 second they can be real happy having fun, and then the next second angry and crying, and then happy, and then guys, I'm tired. So, what I'm going to ask from you guys today, you know how I work. You know I'm chipper. I try. If you see me just getting down, hey, Mr. H, come on, pick it up. Or just come give me a pat on the back, a little head rub, like don't pet me like a dog. That'd be weird. A hug, I don't care. Give me something. I'm tired, y'all. Don't give him that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, man. Okay, here we go. So, are there grouping symbols? But there are exponents, correct? So I can do all of the exponents at the same time. 3 to the 4th. Does everybody know how to do 3 to the 4th in their calculator? Yes, yes, yes? What is it? Liam. Well, I'm going to go down the line. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Liam, what is it?
Is it 81?
It is 81. Divided by 3 to the 2nd.
9.
Good. Minus 2 to the 3rd.
8.
Beautiful. Plus 1. Okay. Questions there? Now from here, we're on that step 3. We've done exponents. Multiply and divide from left to right. 81 divided by 9. That's
9.
first. Which is 9. Okay. Minus 8 plus 1. Again, no more adding or no more multiplying and dividing. Left to right, adding and subtracting.
2.
1 plus 1 is 2. And again, we've got our funnel cloud.
Oh, I just did it on my calculator. I get
Which is fine. Now, you can absolutely do it in your calculator. Make sure, though, if you do this on the quiz and you just do it in the calculator, you go from here to a number, and you've entered something in wrong, and your answer's wrong, can I give you any credit?
No.
But if I see, hey, you did 81 divided by 9, and somehow you got 10, and then you did everything else right, okay, you made a mistake here, but everything else, you understand the process. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, questions? Okay, so today I am giving you operation words. It's going to look like this. Everybody's going to have something like this. Okay, Kendall, you need to get this when you come back. It's going to be on the front table. Okay, so you need to understand how to write algebraic expressions from words to numbers and numbers to words. But there's a couple things that we need to know first. What is the biggest thing about an expression? It doesn't have a what? What do we know about an expression? It doesn't have an equal sign. An expression does not have an equal sign. Okay. So, here's an example of an expression. 3x plus 2. There are mathematical operations and numbers in there. Somebody tell me mathematically how I would say this using all the operations.
3, wait, would it be 3 times x plus 2?
Good, very good. Okay? 3 times x plus 2. Now, let's figure out what we call these things. Let's start with the easiest one. What is the x? It starts with a v.
Oh, variable?
A variable. Variables take the place of an unknown.
Oh, no.
Okay? It takes the place of an unknown value. We don't know what the value of x is. But remember, Alex just told us, Alec, I just called you Alex, I'm sorry. Alec just told us that this is 3 times x. So if I have x equaling 2, that doesn't mean 32. It means 3 times 2. Okay, that's important. Does anybody know what the 3 is called? The number that is attached to the variable. The number that is attached to the variable is always called
Coefficient.
the coefficient. I'm making sure that I can see that. Okay, so that's called the coefficient. You want to be copying down what I'm doing. There we go. Again, you have to remember, and I say this jokingly, I know, I'm old, but guess what? I've passed algebra. I know this. I'm not putting it up there for me. Who am I putting it there for? Y'all. Okay, so we have a coefficient, we have a variable, and then we have this number and sign. When there is no variable with a number, and it's by itself, it is called a constant. Okay? We will be talking about constants, coefficients, variables a lot. Okay? Got it? Questions there? Okay. So, let's do this. This is an algebraic expression. I want it to go from an algebraic to verbal expression. So let's look at that sheet. So you have sheets here. Notice how there are a bunch of words in each thing. First off, think about what this is. How would I say this mathematically? Liam, do you know? No? Okay.
3 times x.
3 times x. There it is. So this is algebraic. Verbal is going to be 3 times x. That's fine. Can we do a different one? Give me something else that's the same thing.
3 multiplied by x.
Okay? 3 multiplied by, and I'm going to give something a little bit different. What is x? It is a variable, and a variable is in 3 multiplied by an unknown value. If you don't know what that value is, you can always put an x. Easy? Okay, so this is how we look at something and write it. Well, what if now we're going from verbal to algebraic? So now you're going to see words, and you're going to write them as an algebraic expression. 1/2 of a number added to 7. Okay. When we look at this, the key is finding the words that are on the sheet. There are 2 key words in there. What are 2 of the words that are on your sheet right now that are in this statement? So find them. What mathematical operations are in this sentence?
Number.
Huh?
Added.
Added to. Okay, so added to is one of them. So we know we're adding. And what else? There's another one.
1/2. No. Wait.
Of. So added to means plus. What does of mean?
Times.
Oh, it means multiply. So what's 1/2? 1/2 is a fraction. 1/2. Of means multiply a number. What number? Do we know what the number is? So what are we going to use in place of this number we don't know?
X.
So 1/2 x. Does that mean 1/2 multiplied by x? When we have a number smack dab up against the variable. That means multiplication. A coefficient in variable means multiplication. A coefficient in a variable means multiplication. Added to 7. Y'all, can we do that? Using this chart, you can find numbers that work.
Where
Okay.
did the 7 go? Wait, what?
Where did what go?
Where did the 7 come from?
1/2 of a number added to 7.
So it's always just going to be 7.
If it says 7, yes.
But if
It says added to 7.
okay. But if it said 8, you'd say 8.
You'd put 8. Yep, exactly. Good question. Okay? Now, today we are evaluating. On your quiz yesterday, you simplified. Simplify means we're getting it down to one answer. Evaluate usually means that we're going to have to substitute in. Okay? There is a thing called a domain. A domain are values that we substitute into our variable. Listen again. Domain is what we substitute into the variable. So, right now I want you to go to page, if you've got your book, go right now to page, there it is, 30. So, it says evaluate. It says evaluate when A equals, and it says 2, 5, 8. Okay? And it says 35A.
What?
This is not as hard as you think it is. Domains are sets. They're sets of numbers. A is 2. A is 5. A is 8. So we're going to have 3 different problems. Somebody tell me how I say this. Verbally, how do I say it?
35 times.
35 times A. 35 times 2. The second problem will be 35 times what? What's the next A? 5. What's the third problem?
8.
Get your calculator. Let's do them. Get your calculator, do them. I think that's right. Double check my work. Okay. Questions on this? We are substituting in. If it's a domain, we substitute in. Is that going to be the majority of your questions? Absolutely not. You are going to be given expressions like this. Okay, we ready? Evaluate when x equals 3, y equals -2. 3x plus y minus xy.
What does it mean by like evaluate? Like how do we?
That's a good question. What does it mean when it says evaluate? So I told you that when we see the word evaluate, 9 times out of 10 it means that we have to
Solve it.
not solve,
Substitute.
substitute in. So evaluate when x is 3 and y is negative 2.
Like how do we evaluate?
Yeah, it's a great question. So what is x?
3.
3.
So I would say this problem, 3 times x plus y minus x times y, right? So now I substitute in 3 times 3 plus negative 2. Notice how I'm putting them all in parentheses. Minus x times y. So what I've done is I've substituted in. So this was all given. Step 1 is substitute. Okay? Now, if I gave you this problem, could you find the answer? Because this is a order of operations problem.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm going to give you until I use the restroom and come back. Ready, go.
I thought you were saying.
Nope. Hey.
Wait, so how do we do? Do we just add them up?
Yeah, we just evaluate them. Like, or no,
Number
order of
13.
So
Hey. Oh, sorry.
Wait, what's the answer?
13.
Oh,
Should have not word off.
wait, the answer is 13.
Hey, no cheating. It's not cheating.
I already
It's
knew
called
the answer.
friendship.
Yeah, I was just confirming it with him. I was confirming
But
it.
don't you? It's called friendship.
Wait,
We are together.
yeah, I thought
Friendship.
Yay!
Just
Well, there's only 3 people in this class.
I'm
Like,
finished.
okay, act like you're gonna work.
Oh, we already did.
Yeah, we already did.
But you said we were talking about it, right?
Man, if we were sick today, you'd be the only person here.
Okay, when looking at this problem, there's no grouping symbols. Wait a minute, Mr. H, but there are. There are parentheses, but is there anything to do in the parenthesis?
No.
No, so grouping symbols are gone. Are there exponents? No. Is there multiplying and dividing? Yes, from left to right. We multiply. 3 multiplied by 3 is 9, plus a negative 2 minus. Multiply. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Have I lost anybody there?
No.
Okay. Adding and subtracting. Let's do it. 9 plus negative 2 is 7. Minus a negative 6. One more time. 7 minus a negative 6 is really 7 plus 6, which is 13. So when I evaluate, I get 13. Thumbs up. You guys got that, right? Does that make sense? Is this hard? Are some of them going to be a little bit trickier? Sure they are. Because you're going to get fractions, and that's fine. But let's do one more. And then I'll let you guys rock and roll on your homework. I don't even know what time it is. What time is this class over? We are done at 9:15. Oh, you're going to have plenty of time. Here we go. Make it a little bit trickier. Evaluate when a equals negative 3, b equals 4, c equals negative 5. C squared minus a minus b squared minus A, B, C.
Hmm?
It looks trickier than it is. It looks trickier than it is. Just copy it down. This is not hard. You are all very capable and able to do this. Yes, sir.
What does that first little thing mean?
A C.
Oh, it's a C. I thought it was parentheses.
Nope.
Like
A, B, C. That's a variable C. Okay.
Wait, ABC would it just be like A times B times C?
Very good. Okay. So, sorry guys. When I substitute in, I like to substitute in parentheses. So C is -5 squared minus A is -3 minus B, which is 4. All of that is squared. Okay, do you see how I put those in smaller parentheses inside the big one?
Yeah.
Minus A is -3 times B is 4 times C is -5. Okay? Have to substitute correctly. Substituting is the hard part. Doing the math is the easy part. What comes first?
Parentheses.
Parentheses. So, -5 squared stays minus. -3 minus 4 is -7. Minus -3, 4, -5. Everybody still with me? Is there anything to do inside the parentheses?
Exponents.
Yeah, now we have to do the exponents, but those aren't inside, so we do the exponents, right? So now we are taking -5 squared. What's -5 times -5?
-10. Or
25.
10.
Positive 25 minus.
25.
What is -7 squared? -7 times -7?
Negative. Or plus
49.
Yeah.
Positive 49. So this and this. The minus comes straight down. Minus -3 times 4 times -5. So now I have 25 minus 49 minus. All of those are getting multiplied. Get your calculator. Do -3 times 4 times -5. Let me move those down a little bit.
Oh,
Uh, 2.8703.
You did something wrong.
60.
It's multiplication, right? Yeah.
60.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you had a tangent there. Yeah. So we should get 60.
Run out.
Now, 25 minus 49 minus 60. Go.
Negative 84.
Good job, gentlemen. Negative 84. Questions?
Who's Batman?
Okay, who's Batman? Bruce Wayne.
No, it's me.
Um,
And Alec.
I can assure you that you are not Batman. Here we go.
Spider-Man.
Homework is page 32 and 33. You are doing numbers 7 through 19 odds and number 33. Now,
Is that a 33?
do not do number 17.
Oh, God. Wait. Oh,
Okay? Do not do a number 17. That's it. So you're doing 7 through 19. You're skipping 17.
Odds.
What?
Odds.
You have 15 minutes. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 questions in total. I think that this is reasonable for you to do on a Wednesday, especially when you have 15 minutes to finish it. Questions?
Calculator.
Absolutely. Get going.
Ow.
Kendall, we miss you. Come back. There's the homework.